Alright, time to remove the window from the rear door. Tools we're going to use today for the window bar replacements. We're going to use some clamps to hold it to our table when we're grinding away the rivets. We've got some rivets. These are 1/8 inch diameter rivets with a 1/4 inch grip. I think recommended is 5/16 grip, but 1/4 inch grip works as well. And these will be steel rivets. We're going to use the step-up bit just for a couple of the holes that may not line up with the new bar, and we're going to be grinding with this bit, and then this is a punch to punch it out to get rid of those the old rivets. Another tool we're using a Dremel, and we've got the rivet gun, and the hammer always helps. Always fun to use for a hammer. And then we had to find these two little guys. These are going to be spacers to use when we're using the rivet gun, because when we're putting the rivets in, this is the old track. We have to get the rivet down inside this track, and the nose of the gun needs to go into the track. The track is not wide enough for the nose of the rivet gun, so we're going to use as a spacer to help us when we're setting the rivet. Then we've got we're using electric tools today. We don't have air tools today.
So we're going to explain real quick why we're, or about this little spacer we're using. So in order to do these rivets on this division bar, get a small spacer. So you can see the little spacer we got there. This is an aluminum. You can get aluminum or steel. This is a pretty thick one. We just got it at our hardware store. So you take that spacer, put it on your rivet first, put the rivet in the gun, and that allows to get into the track, and then you're pushing against that spacer. So that's what's actually, you're pulling against that spacer. Anyway, that's the solution to work with that track.
reinstall this window into the flag window into its frame. We're going to put the seals on. This window has words. It says tempered float tint. So the words need to go at the bottom. And the window is cut a little bit on one edge, the top and the bottom for the screws that are holding the frame together.
So you've got 3 rubber seals or gaskets, whatever you want to call them. One's going to cover the top and one edge. I'll cover these 2 sides. This guy is going to be on the bottom. It's got a cutout on one end and nothing cut out on the other. This is going to face forward. It's going to face the front of the Jeep. So you got to determine which way this needs to go on. You can put it on backwards, but it will not work once you're installing it back in the door. So just pay attention to that cutout. And then your last seal is just a strip right here that goes on the division bar. Goes in there. We found it easiest just to install the rubber pieces onto the window and then put them into their tracks. So you got to determine which way is going to face the front of the Jeep. The division bar is the front edge of this window. So that means the cutout needs to face the division bar.
The top.
Again, determine your tops and bottoms. The way you can tell the top and bottom on the frame is it's got 3 points where you're going to attach screws. This is where it attaches to the door. The one on the short edge of the frame, that's the top. Bottom doesn't have one, so that's the top of the frame.
Okay.
There you go.